always great to consider how we're styling the items in our closet, and today I wanted to share with you some simple tips and also just some things to look out for so that you can make your outfits feel more interesting, so that you can elevate them a touch. And I of course just want to dive right into it with my very first tip, which is to rethink how you're wearing your clothes. Reframe the way in which you wear them. And what I mean by this is looking outside the box with your styling options. For example, I've shared many times my different ways that I like to wear an oversized blazer or a blazer in general. One is just to go for a belt at the waist. This creates a bit of a peplum effect, and I really like this for all body shapes. I think it works especially well if you are petite and you've been thinking about wanting to incorporate an oversized blazer into your wardrobe but haven't really been sure how. It's also great if you are curvier as well, because it adds a bit more volume around your hips while accentuating your waist, your narrowest part, and it kind of just skims over anything that you might want to hide. Another way that you could wear your blazer slightly differently would be using an embellished brooch. So using that through the buttonhole and then just affixing it to your side. So it creates more of a loose boxy shape, but I think to me this is a really fun way to play around with your clothing, and it looks really chic when worn with a tailored trouser for a night out. I also wanted to share a couple of different ways that you could wear your cardigans. The first one is a trick that I don't think I've shared on here before, but it's essentially turning your cardigan into a shawl. And I will show you in the cutaway the way that you do this. You essentially put your cardigan on backwards, flip your head through underneath the fabric, and then you do up the buttons, and they actually come out in a horizontal line at your waist. The cardigan I'm using here is probably not the best example of this, but I just think this is a really fun option, a great way to wear our cardigans in a slightly different way, and it looks a little bit more unique and a bit more style. Another thing you could do with your cardigans is actually wear them back to front. I really like this for a night out option as it reveals a bit of skin in the back. In the cutaway, I do have a singlet on underneath for modesty, but it's also a really fun way to actually just play around with layers and mixing and matching colors. So one way to do it, especially if you've got a cardigan that has a slightly lower opening, is to just do up one button at the back, and then it allows you to just have a little bit more movement and flow, which may be a bit more comfortable than having all of the buttons done up, but really chic, and just make sure you wear a belt so that it is all really nice and secure. The final style hack I wanted to share is actually one I saw on a Tibby IG Live. Sarah Brody, their stylist, she likes to use cardigans or just really thin knits as belts. And I thought that this is a brilliant way to sort of add in a little bit of extra dimension to your outfit. You just get something that really has a lightweight quality to it, and you loop it through the belt holes. Kind of ends up having this sort of scarfy draped effect down your side. You could also utilize a silk scarf for something like this. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention this style hack, as it's one I use all the time, but it's essentially turning your lower or mid-rise trousers into a high-waisted style. I'm going to show you a good demonstration here of how to do this, but you do need trousers that have a hook closure. And what you do is essentially leave the zip partially undone, and then you clip the hooks onto the first belt loop. Cinches in really nicely, and it does have this cool origami-esque effect at the front, which I love. I have done an entire video centered around style hacks that I think are really fun and playful, so I'm going to link that one up in the cards if you would like to go and have a watch after this one. My next tip relates to the shopping phase when you are looking to add items to your closet, and it's to seek out basics that have design details which really set them apart. And this part of the video does include a paid-for integration with MO&Co, who I'm really excited to introduce to you all. I'd actually come across them on my searches on the internet, and I've had the brand recommended to me as well, so it feels only natural. Now, the brand launched in 2014, and I would say a lot of their items really hero this kind of rock chic and smart styles. I feel like when you're having a browse on their website, it's really clear that they have a strong fashion point of view. They do a lot of basics, but they're anything but basic. They're the types of items that are going to make you feel really special when you're wearing them, and that's definitely something that I personally am seeking out for my own wardrobe. So I want to talk you through some of these items and the things and the little details that make them feel more special than other basics that you might be purchasing for yourself. And I do also have a discount discount code for MO&Co as well, which is Jamie10, and that'll give you 10% off your order. So I want to start with this beautiful yellow knit, which is sunshine in a sweater. We all know I love yellow. It is my happy color. Now, this is a cashmere and wool blend. It is 70% wool and 30% cashmere. And the detail that really sets this piece apart is a unique eyelet design all over the knit. And one thing you'll see in the cutaways is that I've shown you how this really can transform your outfit. So in one example, I'm wearing it with a white long sleeved mock neck sweater underneath, which really highlights the cutout eyelet design. But then in the other example, I'm wearing it with a yellow tank underneath, and this gives it more of a subdued effect, which I really like, while also highlighting the cutouts on the sleeves. So it has a bit of a different look. It is subtle and nuanced, but I really like that about items like this. It's also really nice and oversized, super slouchy and soft. This is really cozy. And I like the fact that despite being just a knit in yellow, the eyelet really gives you this big fashion moment when you're wearing it. The other item I really was quite excited about is this beautiful blazer. This is made from a premium acetate and it has this very lovely silk-like finish to it and this beautiful sheen and shine, which hopefully comes across in all of the cutaways. What I personally love about this particular piece is the deconstructed lapel detail. This is the thing that makes it unique, sets it apart, and I think gives you a myriad of styling options, as you can actually wear it across the body, and then it kind of creates this really cool draped effect. You could even just pull one sleeve out and have it hanging if you were particularly warm, which is great for functionality. It's also fully lined with this beautiful twill lining, and I like that it balances out the masculine style silhouette, which is quite a boxy oversized blazer, with this fabric that has such a beautiful drapey quality to it, and it just feels really luxurious, something you might want to reach for on an evening out. Next item is another knitwear piece, and I absolutely love my cardigans. As you saw before, this would be a great contender for those two different styling tricks that I shared. I really love this in the ivory and the fact that it's got the contrasting buttons here which really pop, and it also has this beautiful MO&Co embroidered logo here, which is really iconic for the brand. This is 100% merino wool and it's really nice and soft and snuggly. Also has quite a lot of volume through the sleeves, and then they taper in at the wrist with the ribbed cuffs, which gives you quite a nice little bit of volume through the sleeves. And then we have these beautiful pair of trousers, and we all know that the drapey, fluid, wide leg pant is having a serious moment right now. They are very trendy and there are so many reasons why. For a start, this particular pant is high-waisted. So what it does is it really accentuates the narrowest part of your body, especially because it has this beautiful belt. The actual fact that the pants are long and they sort of graze the floor, it creates this really long visual line and it makes your legs look like they go on for days, which I love over here. Now these are also made from acetate, but the way that it has been designed and manufactured is really quite technical because they have almost this linen-like feel to them and they're very breathable. So they feel really comfortable, and this is the type of trouser, at least for me, that I would probably wear year round. If it was especially cold here in Sydney in the wintertime, then I would probably put on some leggings or something underneath, because you do have a little bit of give to do so when you are wearing a wider or more relaxed pant. Last two items that I've got to show here are tops, and first of all we've got a striped top, which we all know is a closet essential for me. It is such a must, but what makes this special and sets it apart is the contrast collar in this bright verdant green, which I love. It adds a little bit of brightness around the neckline, really gorgeous, and it adds a little bit of a fashion touch. This is 100% cotton as well, so really nice and breathable, has a relaxed fit, and then again it does just have that embroidered MO&Co logo here on the bust as well, which is just a sweet little detail. And then the final top that I've got here is basically an update on the t-shirt. So this has been designed with a bit of a slim fit, and it's also slightly cropped too, so you could wear this with something that is more of a mid-rise or a low-rise and show off a little bit of skin. But the thing that really drew me towards this tee is the fact that it has this cutout detail here just by the neck, Gives you that little bit of a peekaboo effect, showing a little bit of skin while still feeling really modest, especially because you could wear this with something high-waisted and then you're not actually revealing anything at your midriff at all. But yeah, I just thought that was a really cool one. So those were the items I wanted to share with you from MO&Co, and I think it's really clear when you look at each of these items what I mean by seeking out pieces that have a point of view, things that feel a little bit more special, because despite being, technically a cardigan, it's a cardigan that's got an elevated twist. It's got the little logo here. Instead of just being a basic t-shirt, it's got a cutout. Instead of just being a basic blazer in this beautiful ivory, it does have this deconstructed lapel and it's got this beautiful drapey fabric. So things like that will ultimately make the items that you have in your closet feel more special, and it will also be able to lend a lot more to your visual voice and the way that you communicate yourself outwardly. Don't forget, I do have 10% off site-wide using the code Jamie10. Details will be on screen, as well as links for all of the items that I've featured down in the description box below. So do be sure to click show more to check all those things out. The next tip that I have for you is all around hats, and I feel like this is something we often forget about, that we don't really consider as part of our outfits. Hats aren't really quite so mainstream as they might have been decades and decades ago. But for me, I feel like wearing a hat can really transform your outfit, change the way it feels, and sometimes it can be a little bit brave as well, especially if you're going for something that is outside of the norm. For me, I've really been playing around with baseball caps. This actually has a bit of a utility aspect for it, because obviously when I'm outside with the kids, I want to protect my face, I want to remain youthful looking, and so it really helps to keep the sun off my face. But I also love the sporty vibe that it adds into my outfits, which often juxtaposes against the more classic elements that I'm wearing. I also really love a beret, and this is something I think I've gotten from my mum. She loved a beret. She had quite a few and she wore them all the time throughout winter, especially to kind of protect her hair if it was particularly windy in Wellington, where I grew up. And I just think it is really, really chic, kind of adds in this very Parisian feel to an outfit, and that is definitely where I get quite a bit of my own personal style inspiration. While it may be a little bit brave, I think it's also a good conversation starter, because you don't see too many people out and about wearing hats, and I just think that they can be a little bit fun and definitely one of those forgotten aspects of our outfits, I feel like. Okay, don't forget your accessories. So if you tend to opt for a lot of minimal outfits, then they really act as a bit of a blank canvas for how you accessorize, and that can be the way that you transform what you are wearing and make it feel uniquely you. So for example, today I'm wearing this really beautiful chunky necklace. This is from Monica Vinader, have a discount code which I will leave linked down below, and I love the oversized nature of the beads and the fact that it really does call attention to it, especially because I am wearing this very neutral minimal ribbed dress. Other elements could be just adding a brooch to a net, it could be wearing a scarf, the way that you choose to accessorize with your shoes and your bags. These things all lend themselves to the overall feel and vibe of your outfit and can be the things that make or break the way that it feels in your mind. I know I harp on about this all the time, but utilize texture. It is one of the most interesting things about fashion and one of the most interesting things about building an outfit, especially if you lean for more monochromatic styles. But regardless, it adds in this visual interest, this really lovely tactile component, which is just a bit fun. And I think it's one of the main things that really makes outfits feel and look interesting. When you're wearing something that is all one texture, it can come off looking a little bit flat. So this is just the simplest and easiest way to add dimension. And I think it's one of the reasons why many of us tend to love autumn and winter dressing. Next one is to think about balance, and not just in the sense of balancing out feminine and masculine components in your outfit, but that is definitely a really great place to start. But it's also in relation to the adjectives that we use to describe our personal style. For example, if you're wearing something really sporty, you might want to pair it back with something that feels really classic, and those two things counterbalance each other. Maybe you're wearing something that is really casual, you can dress it up slightly with something that is a little bit more elevated and formal for a balanced look. I will insert some examples here of outfits that are all one adjective and then ones which have a bit of a mix, and you can see how visually they just feel a little bit more interesting, they feel a a little bit more unique and they don't feel like they lean too heavily in any one direction. And for my last point, I think that it is really useful to be able to understand and break down what it is that you like in style inspiration. So when you're scrolling, you see an outfit you like, quite often we immediately think, let's recreate this in its entirety. Let's see what items I've got in my closet so that I can create this like for like, or sometimes in extreme cases, I'm gonna go out and buy those exact pieces so that I can pull off this look myself. The thing is that often when we see an outfit that we like, it's not necessarily the entire outfit itself that appeals to us. It could be certain components like the color combination, the use of texture, the way that things have been styled. So not necessarily those exact items themselves, but just taking away these little nuggets of styling inspiration that we can then incorporate into our own outfits. Even just the way that an outfit has been broken up, how much skin has been revealed. Maybe it's even the way that a person has worn their hair when it comes to wearing a specific or certain type of outfit. So being able to understand these things allows you to put your own unique spin on the style inspiration that you have saved and that you are referring to, and really enhance your own visual voice as opposed to wearing someone else's outward reflection of self. So I thought that that would be a really great one to end on. I hope that you found this video helpful and that you got some ideas for how to really maximize your own closet and really make it feel a bit more special and a little bit more unique. Thank you again to MO&Co for partnering with me on part of this video. I do have that 10% discount code if you do want to make a purchase. And I just want to say a huge thank you for spending some of your day with me as always. It just means the absolute world. I hope that you have the most amazing week ahead, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. See you very soon. Bye.